Hey guys, what's up? It's KlaireeBerry. I'm here today to do a general collective reading here on my lunch break for the Gemini moon. So the Gemini moon is happening. It actually already started yesterday, kind of late, about 9:30 at night. And it's going to be going until really early on Saturday morning, a little before 6 on Saturday morning Central Time. We're going to go into Cancer. Okay, so this reading, like I said, is for the general collective, and it doesn't even have to be for this time period. We all know, time is a construct, it's fluid. Whenever you're watching this video, whenever you're drawn to this video, that's when you're meant to see it. So, but this is for the Gemini moon energy, okay? So again, this started last night. We're getting into it. So this is gonna be affecting us today, all throughout Thursday, all throughout Friday, and all throughout Friday night as well, into Saturday morning. So let's get started. Let's see what we can learn, what we can do, how we can evolve and heal with these energies the best way that we can. Okay, that is our intention. We are only inviting, as usual, is the underlying intention that I always have. I love underlying intentions. If you haven't noticed that, only any spirits and energies of love and light are allowed to come and be with us. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Help us, help us, help us. Oh gosh, amazing and beautiful. Okay, little ups and downs going on though. Okay, little ups and downs. Okay, so at first we have energies that you might have been already dealing with, you might have been already feeling, okay, even before this time period. Excuse me. So we got the Judgment card and then the Star card as our first two cards. So I think this is really, really powerful. This shows that we've had a really good direction. Again, this could be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 days. That's how I usually kind of set it up. Whatever resonates with you. And again, I'm trying to talk really loud. But I think throughout this Libra season, this has really been a chance for us to come into a better understanding of ourselves, and also to come into a better understanding of others, to not judge others so harshly, to judge others by the same staff, that we judge others by, and just honestly being that final word in your own life. Like, you're the judge. The judge is the one that you have to get to. You have to go to, to try to plead your case, to try to figure out right and wrong. And it's like, really, we are our own judges, and we have to stand up for ourselves, and we have to decide, that is right for you. I'm going to allow this. That is wrong for you. I'm not going to allow that. You have to know yourself. You have to be discerning. Okay. And I think this is what this Libra energy is kind of all been about. This is about our relationship with ourselves, big time. And that's why it comes across with the law of attraction so much here, because the law of attraction is all about getting all of these holistic energies correctly, not just positive thinking, the holistic law of attraction, which is what my channel is all about. Got a whole program on it, the Aloha Switch program. It is now still free over at KlaireeBerry on my playlist. So check that out. You can also find the link to it in the description box below. And always you can find updated pricing on that, my direct unlimited coaching club, and also any personal readings that I do. The updated prices are always going to be at KlaireeBerry.com. Okay, so as we get into this, I feel like you're feeling really good. You're riding this wave of personal growth, change, learning, okay, being helped by your guides, going within. It's like, it may feel like you're not doing anything, but you are. I think that's only going to be for some of those, for whoever it resonates with. But yeah, for most of us, I think it's kind of astounding, like what we're able to accomplish here, okay, through this kind of tempering, judgment, again, it's not a bad judgment. This is good. This allows you, like, what are you going to keep going with? What are you going to do? And you're able to be very artistic and creative with this. And what do you really want out of life? And that's kind of like where our thoughts have been going. And it's also about, again, showing up for yourself and really understanding, again, what you want out of life, and then reaching out to get it. And it's also about changing your emotional energy to support these new judgments, these new decisions, these new, things that you have going on. that you want to focus on in your life, okay? Let's get a little more clarity here. Oh, yeah. I mean, to get these cards right next to each other, they're both such colorful energies, okay? I swear, they're not doing anything. I'm really enjoying the breeze, but I just need to muffle that a little bit so I don't have to yell quite so loud, okay? So yeah, the Knight of Cups from the Seven of Cups, that's just growth. That's just personal power. This is very much you getting better at the law of attraction. You're learning more, you're practicing more, you're doing more. Okay, so your cups are going up. You are evolving with your emotions, and that is exactly what we need to see. You know, and you're doing this through simple, a clarification of what you want. And that's the first step, is like clearing it all out and knowing, like what you really want. Look at me. I don't know what I really want. Do I want sound, or do I want peace and quiet? Or do I want a breeze? I don't know, but I've got to figure it out. Okay, so again, we get the Justice, also energy here. And this is huge because, again, still in Libra Sun. I wonder if this is actually going to stop right at the Libra Sun. I'm so annoyed. He's just literally parked there. Like, turn it off. I feel like this has something to do with our reading, though. It always does. Everything we attract actually has something to do, with what's going on. Okay? So we're coming in, we're doing this work where, again, it's this discernment that needs to happen. It could be putting up boundaries. It could be you're doing the shadow work. You're coming over like a rocky path that has been slippery. It's been difficult. Okay, but you're going within. We can see that because you're making these changes. Her eyes are closed. You're being helped by your guides. That's why she's got the wings. She's got the scales for Libra. So you're showing up for yourself, or you need to. You need to have been. But I think this is all good. Like, you've been feeling pretty positive lately overall, despite kind of some annoyances that have been coming around and coming and going. Okay, but overall, I feel like you have this purpose, and you know what you know what you want, or you're either figuring it out, or you just recently, I feel like, have figured it out. Okay, and that is helping you. Again, it's just helping you to be more clear. When you're clear about what you want, then the universe can actually really help you to get it. If you're not clear about what you want, or you keep on being wishy-washy, then the universe is going to follow your lead. It's your energy that you're putting out. That's why your energy needs to be so clear and so clean when it comes down to all of this stuff, okay? That's why we have pure intentions. That's why we do everything that we do. Wow, you guys, this is really amazing. Okay, the Magician, like, great energy as well. You're diving into the shadow work. I feel like this means you're either going to be, or you are actually looking at my program, doing the program, which is what you need to be doing right now. Because with this kind of growth, you're only going to go even further. And, so the star is all about, recognizing this potential and getting that mind right, that energy in your mind, and then getting that energy with your emotions, and then your actions and everything, like, all in alignment, so that you can be the best, like, possible manifester at any given moment. And the Magician is just like an extension of that, but it's like going deeper, instead of just, because the beginning of the program is the law of attraction, the holistic law of attraction, kind of the intro, some learning, might be a refresher for some people, and then you get into the shadow work. Okay, and this is what the shadow work is all about. Okay, it's the inner and the outer. It's the, like, inner and the outer. This is, you are being guided, you are being drawn to this. Okay, and it's going to help all of your relationships. I'm really getting that there might be this significant relationship that you just need to come into your power. You just need to elevate your power just a little bit. Focus on yourself. That's all I can say. Focus on your mental, focus on your emotional, focus on your physical, focus not only on your outer physical, like your hair, your nails, your skin, all of that stuff that makes us feel great on the outside, but also focus on your inner physical with your diet and your exercise and your sleep, and, the 6 S, if you can find that video if you just search 6S, or scroll down on my videos. It's not that that long ago, a couple months maybe. But yeah, and then also getting your habits down. Your habitual energies are more like your your environmental, your feng shui, your vocational, your occupational, your job, or your financial, how your money's flowing right now. Those are all extensions of your energy. Okay, your energy is from within to without. You are this whole entire being. People think they are their thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are everything put together here. And your body is, you know, something that I think it's good to really set up good, stable habits right now is what I'm getting with this. Because you can just get better and better and better and better at every single day, being more efficient in every which way. It's really a great feeling. And I think that's kind of what is needed at this time. Okay. And it's going to help you to be this more like secure, strong person who will stick up for yourself, you know? And again, sometimes we're like, okay, we're feeling a certain way, you know, maybe emotionally, or thinking certain thoughts, you know, we're feeling lonely or something. And then, okay, we're going to overcompensate and give to people. And we're going to not realize, oh, this messed up my other energy, you know, my physical energy, too much exertion, or you know, not enough sleep, or whatever it is. Like, it's all the balance. And there's always going to be this opportunity cost where if you spend too much time doing this, you're not going to have enough time for this. And so it's just kind of, it's like, think about it as a fun game, like The Sims. I feel like, you know, The Sims. I used to love that game so much. I mean, I still love it. I just never play it anymore because I'm so busy. But it's like, you know, you got to keep your little levels up, keep all your comfort, your happiness, like keep your emotions good, keep your mental good, and then you want to kind of follow through again, and then keep your physical good, your inner and outer physical, and then you keep all your habitual energies good. Like I said before, your environmental, your occupational, your financial, even your social, like reputational, very important stuff. Okay, and when you take time out from, maybe, you know, sometimes I feel like we just push too hard. It's like, oh, I just want this, I want this, I want this. But it's like you're overly obsessed with it. You're actually pushing it away because, like I said, you're just because you're so focused on getting what you want, you forget to take care of those other energies. It's basically the situation where, oh, you know, you want something so bad, you're staying up late, you're staying up all night, you're not getting enough sleep, and then you get sick. Or it's like you're focusing on your money so much, you know, that you run your health into the ground, or vice versa. You know, you're so into health that you spend all your money on health food items, you know? Okay, so there's some oscillating energy here too. So I know it's been a very positive so far, but there definitely is something underlying, okay, that is, I think, helping. It's like, I feel like, you know, we have a lot of things we want. We may have had really big gains recently in our comfort, in our environmental, getting a new job, getting more money, investing, you know, like whatever it is. It could just be getting a new home. Like, you've made strides, but it's almost like this feeling like it's not enough. There's something underlying that's actually keeping you from being in the type of energy that I feel like you should be in by this time. It's almost like this energy of, you just got a new house and you should feel so happy, but something's just not right, and you're not having your happy home even though you just got a brand new home that's awesome. You know what I mean? It's like something else is going on deeper than this external. And whenever it's like that, you always have to go internal. Okay? You have to go figure that out. And what's bugging us, you know, what's underlined is basically, you know, we need to do the shadow work. We have some things, you know, and I'm going to say a few things, you know, different things that need to be dealt with on the shadow work. Okay. So if you feel like you've got a strong, you know, grip on the law of attraction, then go to my playlist and my program and just skip right over the law of attraction and go to the shadow work, because I feel like it's going to be very, very beneficial for you right now. Okay. I just can't. We're going to postpone our personal comfort. I'm going to postpone it for y'all, okay? Okay, so there's definitely something that, keeps happening, keeps coming around. You feel like you're just attracted to, maybe a sadness, maybe a loneliness, maybe not just this, you probably don't realize it as such. It's probably more of a subconscious thing, but it's like, okay, we're not getting truly what we want. We're not truly living life to our potential because it's either like an addiction or just a habit, cycles, codependency perhaps, where it's just not completely on. You know what I mean? And I think that's where this whole thing and coming into the power, you may have to push some people back. You may have to set some boundaries and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to focus on myself right now. My energies, even though I'm doing well, like my energies, I just really need to show up for myself. I just really need to take care of myself. And that's a hard thing to do when you're kind of used to being codependent and you're lonely, like you're codependent and you're lonely. Like, what do you do? But you just have to be, again, so focused on yourself that you're not going to let yourself succumb to any type of errors, any type of misguided thinking, any type of that continuation of that codependency, because that is what blocks us. You can sit there and say these mantras, get your energy right in this way and that way, and your finances right, and your job's right, and your social reputation's right, and everybody thinks everything's great. But then what happens is a lot of people like that who do have that situation, everything's great but their relationship. You know what I mean? Or everything's great but their money, or, everything's great but this one thing that you need to focus on. And that's what's coming up. Whatever that means for you, it's probably going to be a little bit different for every single person watching this video, okay? But there's definitely some temptation here that you keep on giving to repeatedly, that you wish you could just, maybe either not have that, or this is like so boundaries. This is so boundaries, you guys. Again, the shadow work is going to help you with this. It's going to help you get what you deserve. Again, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's just what you're attracting by yourself, some kind of personal growth, whether, again, it could be money. Okay? And if you just keep on going and keep on going and keep on focusing, like, I'm getting this sense like you're just focused on money a little bit right now. You're just like really doing things to try to get better in certain ways. But again, there's an imbalance. It's definitely an imbalance, probably with money. Again, could be home. Your home could be out of balance right now. Could be, what did I say? The 4 external energies are occupational. So something with your job. Your job is taking over. You're causing too much stress, whatever, the money, the financial, or could be reputational, or could be in your home. Those are the main things that I'm thinking that it's going to be. Or your habits, something that you just can't let go of, and it's like, you kind of don't even care. It's kind of like you're maybe a little obsessive, and it might be kind of blocking your growth. Might be a little bit of confusion. And so we do have a tower moment coming up after because the whole situation, that we're having is these ties that just can't be broken. It's like, why am I obsessed with this? Why am I doing this? You, in some ways, it's like you're so close, you're so peaceful, you think you're all good, and so you let your guard down, and then automatically, you're back into, not doing this, not being in your power, not taking care of that inner child, of that inner, self, and not putting yourself on a pedestal. She is doing the shadow work. That's why that's an eagle, actually. That's why those dark birds are there. She's doing the shadow work. She might be just kind of starting the shadow work, but she's also like done it at least a couple of times, and she's already noticing that growth, and she's already able to come into, this is what happens when you do it, guys. It's really immediate. I really recommend it. Go to the playlist, check it out. It's easy, it's fun. It's not that difficult. It makes you feel so good. It helps you with your passion, all of your passion, not just your relationships, but any kind of passion you have for any kind of mission, any kind of purpose that you have in your life, which we all need. That's part of this holistic healing that a lot of people, again, we're so busy with getting our money right, getting our social, right, like climbing up the ladder. I'm getting this like schmoozy energy, trying to like make good impressions on everybody. Okay. But we're going to change this. This is very clear that the shadow work is what's going to change this. And that is what's going to change it fast. Okay. So there might be some ego coming up too that's bringing us to this to this point, you know, of this Tower moment, because we had that King of Pentacles. And again, in this, you know, what I'm reading right now is, you know, this crown. I mean, look at that crown. It's a little, for being like close to the earth and all this, it's kind of ostentatious, whatever. You know, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm doing so great. It's like, it's almost like he's leaning on other people's power too, but, or building on other people's power, but he's just a little obsessive. He's a little cocky, a little overconfident. And that's why we're having this Tower moment, you know, where things are kind of, we're gonna have a meltdown of some sort, but you know, that's going to help move us into this energy of, yeah, like we get it. Things need to change. Okay. So, you know, I wouldn't have called that necessarily with the Gemini moon. Okay. Because with the Gemini moon, I mean, actually it's great, you know, that this happens, because you're able to see things in a different way, kind of in new ways. You're able to think and learn. And so if you're doing the shadow work, then I can definitely see this, you know, even if you do have something negative happen, then it's like you can quickly turn it around and quickly learn, you know, like go over. And the shadow work, the program's not that long. Like, and even when you first get into it, you can actually learn it and just start doing it immediately. You don't need to watch every single video on shadow work before you even start doing it. You know what I mean? So that's my recommendation here. And I really do feel like it's all about the shadow work. It's all about you and your partner. It's all about maybe a twin flame situation. And the shadow work just is where it is at right now, for sure. Okay. You're tempted kind of this week, I think, with the Taurus moon that we went through and everything, to kind of be a little bit laid back. And there may be this, I feel like what's going on is like, there's a little bit of this, this Gemini energy is actually making us kind of zip around. We're busybodies, we're doing this. And that's kind of where I feel like it comes to, like, okay, maybe it's this social energy. Maybe you're really worried about how you're coming off towards others, you know, or, you know, you just really want to go out and do things. So you're trying to get your money right, or like whatever it is. But what we're focused on right now is not exactly, you know, it's like, it's good that you're focusing on yourself and your energies, even if it's like all these external energies, but we need to look inward, and we need to go inward and go like back to we need to do the shadow work, but we also need to get good at that and then move on to the inner child healing work. Okay. Because that's what's going to really take us forward. And that's what's going to take us out of this almost stalemate, standstill that we've kind of been in. Like waiting and waiting and waiting for this new change. Okay? So I'm going to clarify this. Yeah, we've been waiting for something to change. We want it to change quickly. We want passion. We want it now. You know, again, this is either mission or relationships. This is exciting, deep passion. Something is exciting you. But it's like, it's not as much as it normally does. Or, you know, you're wondering, is this fading away? Like, what's going on? You want something to come to you quickly, but it's not. It's like, why? And it's because you haven't fully came into this power. It's because you have stuff to clear out. Okay. You have just a little bit of stuff to clear out with the shadow work and the inner child healing. And then you're going to be able to like kind of more figure out where you are and more figure out, you know, like what you want. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy to be kind of stagnant, you know, and just like not do anything. If you're not really passionate about something and it's coming through, it's like your passion can get buried, and then you're just taking care of business. You're just like going through the motions, doing this, you know, Pentacles thing where you're getting your money right, you're getting everything right, everything's good, you know, like nothing's really that wrong. It's just like, nah. It's not, life isn't as exciting as it could be, or, you know, where's that passion that I used to have? Okay, and why is it not here? Okay, so 2 more cards just came out. We got the 7 of Wands, which again, this is just an extension because we have the 2 of Wands here. So this is, yeah, after you do some of this work and get into it and say, you know what, I'm tired of this, you know, standstill kind of energy, then basically what's going to happen is your emotions are going to get wrapped up. Your passion is going to get even bigger and better. Okay, you're going to do a lot of growth. I feel like emotionally, like we may start the shadow work with our mental, but it directly affects our emotional, and those two sides, the inner sides together, directly affect the rest of everything, which is what you want out of life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of about going in there, making sure we have this good foundation, you know, of good thoughts, and then the emotions will follow, and then the actions will follow, and then all the external energies, all the rewards, all the social relationships, all of the money, all of the jobs and everything and mission will all come to you after that. Okay. So Temperance also coming up again. We got all 3 of these cards that I've been saying are just popping up all Libra season. Okay. Judgment, Justice, and Temperance. They've all come out again in this reading. All Libra season long. And we're almost done with the Libra season. So this is still like, this is almost like you guys have we have a last chance to kind of get deeper and deeper within ourselves. It's all about you. Okay, there's not a lot in here. There's a little bit about, you know, some patterns with relationships that aren't going as great as we want. So this is all about focusing on yourself. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're focused on your money or focused on this and that. Like, again, try to keep that balance. Try to keep that balance of what is important for me to do right now. It's all about prioritizing. What is going to be the best thing for me? And when something pops in your mind that you maybe are like, ooh, should I do that? That's a prime time you ask yourself, you know, do I really want this? Do I, like my whole being, do I really want this? Because again, with that opportunity cost, you're going to have to make a decision. And when you do one thing, you're automatically not doing another. Okay. And this is how we grow, is by saying, is this really what I want? Is this really what my body wants right now? Is this really what I want? Is this really what my mind wants? You know, like all of you together. You're more than just a shell of a body. You're more than just your mind and your emotions. Like, you're more than all of this. And you need to really wrap up your whole entire self. You know, again, pamper your whole entire self, not just your outside. Okay, this is very much all 3 of these. She's got the crown on, you know, so you're the queen, you know. Other people can come to you. Other people can give to you. You're not constantly giving out. You know, you're saving up your energy. You give out when it's necessary, and you know when to go within, and you know that any relationship that you have starts with yourself. And you know that it takes a balance of all of your energies right now, okay? There's definitely an imbalance, and we're trying to get it more balanced, especially this next week or so. You know, even going beyond the Gemini moon situation, but just coming into Scorpio next Tuesday. Okay. So it's like, I feel like it's really important for us to do this work and get this before we go any further, for real. Okay. Stay in communication and contact with your divine, with your guides. Okay. Ask them to help you keep on getting better. Ask them to help you balance out your energies of, you know, again, your mental, your emotional, your vocational, your, like, everything. It all needs to be balanced. And again, do not be tempted to go and give your power away. Just don't do it. Okay. It's not going to help you to do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Got to get back to work now, but I'm going to come back and see you guys again real soon. Take care. Again, don't forget to check out the playlist. You can find me all over social media, KlaireeBerry on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. And again, all the up-to-date pricings if you want personal readings or direct coaching club, lifelong coaching club for a very low price right now is all at KlaireeBerry.com or in the description box below. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.